Hey guys, welcome back to Misfits TV. It's me, Teacher Camp. But on today's show, we're going back to the Old Testament in order to talk about a biblical prophet by the name of Elisha. Hey, I have a friend named Eli. Very similar. But that's besides the point. But we got a great show for you today. But before we get into it, we're going to kick it over to Bradley for today's Ponder Point. Bradley?
Oh, hello everybody! Great seeing you all here today. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about how God is powerful! Yay! Which we can see through the tale of the miracles of Elisha! Wow!
Hello guys. It's great seeing you all here today. It's me, Mikey. But now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about how God is mighty. And today's memory verse is found in Psalm 25:4, which says the following. Show me your ways, O Lord, and teach me your paths. Wow, that is amazing. It's amazing to see how David was issuing this slight little sentence to say, thank you, Lord, for all that you've done, and now teach me how to be like you. You know, we can all afford to be a little more like the Lord these days. Did I just rhyme? I didn't mean to. Well, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!
Hello, this is a special news report from me, Manta Ray. It seems there has been reports of fire that falls at the sound of a bell. Hello, somebody get that? Huh? Ah! Ah! Fire! Fire! Ah!
Oh, out, brief candle. What is life? Oh, hi guys. Great seeing you all here today. It's me, Sammy. Now on today's show, we're going to be explaining exactly who exactly was Elisha.
Hey, that was my segment.
Oops. Sorry, Arnold. Anyway, Elisha was the student, or the protege, of one prophet named Elijah, who called down fire from heaven. Yeah, he did something like that. Well, anyway, Elisha was actually his student, and he actually did many miracles to actually help Israel to find their way back to God. Plain and simple, really, when you think about it. Anyway, I actually need to go and talk with Arnold. Apparently, I stole his segment. Oops. Anyway, wish me luck, folks.
Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I'm just a little sad right now because Sammy stole my bit for the week. I was supposed to explain who Elisha was, but instead I thought I would talk about jars. That's right, jars of oil. Well, you see, back in old times, before you would sell stuff like essential oils or anything like that, you would have to hand make them. And in fact, there was actually a story where a widow, all she had was jars of oil, and she was way behind on a thing called taxes. And so in order to save her son, Elisha told her to just keep filling up as many jars as she could with a little bit of oil. And guess what happened? You guys know? Well, the truth is that the oil lasted for far longer than she was able to. So, in essence, God provided a miracle and allowed her to be able to live on just one small jar of oil. Wow, that's amazing.
Hey, can I use that for my, thing?
Huh? Wait, you want to use that for what?
Well, you know, I was just thinking it'd be kind of interesting to make an unending jar of oil supply. I'd be rich!
Potterpuss, not everything is about money. Alright guys, well, I'll see you guys next time, and I feel like I need to explain a few things to Potterpuss. I'll be right back.
Say, are you worried about running out of oils anytime soon? Well, no need to worry anymore with my brand new unending oils jar! That's right, one jar contains all the oil you will need for the rest of your life. I'm gonna put my cousin's essential oil business out of business! Ha 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 ha! Pick up your unending jar of oil today!
Hello, welcome to ESPMX, your premier Muppet Sports Center. Now on today's show, we got Bradley in the field to cover one of the most dangerous sports we've ever done on this show, and that's saying something. Javelin competition. Good luck, Bradley.
Oh, yes, thank you, man. But now on today's show, I will be covering the topic known only as javelin throwing, which is the art of throwing spears, although not at any person or target or... Wah! Hey! Watch where you're throwing that thing! Wah! Man, can you take over? I feel like I'm gonna be stuck here for a while. Wah! What is going on with these people?
Oh, wow, that looked, pretty bad. If you guys excuse me, I need to go get the first aid kit for Bradley, just in case. Anyway, from all of us here at ESPMX, we say good night and good luck.
Hey guys, welcome to today's Bible story. It's me, Teacher Cam. Now on today's show, we're going to be talking about how God is powerful through the tales of the miracles of Elisha. So to put things in perspective, this was after the time of King David and Solomon. They had already gone the way of the world, they had passed away, and a few new kings had sprouted up in its place. And with it came a few new prophets, and one of them was the man by the name of Elisha, who was a protege/student of the former prophet Elijah, who was carried up to heaven on a chariot of fire. That's a whole interesting story that I could talk about another day. But anyway, a few of the miracles that Elisha performed actually helped out the people of Israel, as we're going to see. Now, our first Bible story takes us to this item right here. Yeah, you can see this, right? It's a jar of oil. So, how exactly does that factor in? Well, simple enough, really. You see, there was once a woman who collected a really big debt. It was so bad that the debt collectors actually threatened to take her son from her. And so she cried out to this prophet Elijah saying, "Look, I've cried out to God and I don't know what to do. I need to find some way to pay for this debt in order to save my son." And the prophet Elijah said, "Okay, grab as many pots as you can. And what do you have to help out?" Well, the woman had a pot of oil. So Elijah said, "Okay, grab as many jars, many pots as you can, and start pouring the oil into those different pots and pans and jars." And so, what happened? Well, the jar of oil never ran out. It just kept coming and coming and coming. For some reason, there was more output than there was actually in the original jar. So the woman was able to pay off her debt just by using this small little jar of oil to fill thousands of jars. It was amazing. It's a way how we can see that God can take something small and use it for something big. Well, anyway, our next story will take us to... Oh, hey look, it's a cooking pot. Now, where does this come into play? Well, there was once a time when Elisha was going throughout the different army camps of Israel. There was a lot of camps where there'd be like battles that would take place just a few feet from them. And the soldiers, they gathered some unknown herbs and spices and added it to a cooking pot. But the guys quickly noticed that it was actually poisonous. Poisonous being bad. I mean, it could kill them. And so they looked at Elijah and were like, "Okay, what are we going to do? We're so starving. We really want to eat, but that cooking pot has got the most... it's going to kill us if we even dare put that thing to our mouth. What are we going to do, Elisha?" And so Elisha called out to God, and God told him, "Throw some flour in there." So, what happened? The jar and pots that were filled with this poisonous stew became edible. You were able to eat it. It was delicious. It was a great stew. It was like a pot roast that you have at home with your family. But the important thing is that it was no longer poisonous. It was actually delicious instead. So we can see how God can turn something that was meant for bad, in this case poison, into something good. It was kind of interesting when we really think about it. Alright, let's go on to our final story. Okay, so our final story takes us to this. A loaf of bread. Okay, let me think about this. A loaf of bread. Kind of reminds me of the tale that Jesus once did. Okay, I got it. So you see, Elisha was going throughout the town, a local town, and a man brought with him 20 loaves of bread, and he gave it to Elisha. Now, Elisha saw nearby that there was roughly 100 people that needed to eat. They were starving. Now, that makes it a little difficult because, a loaf of bread is only like this big. If you guys can go like this with your hands and bring them together, that's how big the loaves of bread were. Not exactly a full meal that you can get out of 20 loaves of bread for over 100 people. That's, a lot of people would have gone hungry. So, what happened? Elisha called out to God, and God answered him by saying, just keep spreading the loaves of bread out, and see what I will do. So, Elisha did that. He passed out the loaves of bread, and something happened. The loaves of bread never ran out until the 100 people were all satisfied and were able to eat to their heart's content. Kind of reminds me of how Jesus fed the 5,000 with very fewer loaves of bread. Amazing, right? You see, throughout this entire thing, God was showing how powerful He is to the people of Israel through His prophet, Elisha. It's amazing to see how God is always looking out for people that He loves, which is you and me. He loves you so much, He will not let you go hungry. He will not let the things of this world truly hurt you. He will always remain by your side through thick and thin. And you know what? I'm able to sleep a little easier at night because of that. And I hope you guys are too. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and hey, I'll see you all again real soon. I may have missed the ball on this one, but pick up my brand new Fire from Heaven TV stick today. It's just like Amazon Fire's TV stick, but I added the word from heaven on there. Ah! Wow. Hey, we had such a great time on today's show, especially talking about the different miracles that Elisha performed. This is just great stuff. I look forward to being able to talk more about Elisha next week. This should be a whole lot of fun, and I hope you guys had as much fun as we did on Misfits TV. But, anyway, go with the high expectation that if God is for us, who can be against us? Alright, hey, great job. Goodbye, guys!